blood, and he's writhing around in pain. There's no need to ever. You can say goodbye to
lady friend,
like the night says
adopted grandma kind of lady.
you can say goodbye to blowjobs like
She told me yesterday, hey, I don't have any hot water and shit. I'm like, oh, you live far away. I'm not about to go there on the weekend, just head out to your house. You live by my kid's school, so I go to the kid's school. But she has a water heater. The water heater is new. The newer stuff. She's like, it's not that old. 2016 was 10 years ago, right? It's crazy to think about shit like that. Say goodbye to blowjobs because they go away. Say goodbye to blowjobs like the night says to the day. Say goodbye to blowjobs like they don't make you gay. So say goodbye to blowjobs like it's natural to say. I'm glad I stopped by. I was going to skip it. I'm glad I did.
Let's say your man's a great one. He's not the type to cheat. He makes you feel amazing. Ain't no one else can.
Look at that. 7 people hear me say, fuck Israel. If you're not somebody who at least has that sort of thought process. I mean, Israel doesn't actually exist. It's a concept. It's like Hollywood. But that's a bridge, right? That's how we can at least get to that point. Because really, it's not Israel. It's the inhabitants. It's the cult. It's the psychopathic pedophile cult that inhabits Israel. That's the problem. But you might not be there yet. You might not be on that level yet. You might still think that for some strange reason they are off limits. Not allowed to talk about them. We can talk about everybody else, just not them. I don't think that's okay. Look at that. Now I'm back down to 2. So we jump up to 13 and we drop down to 8. And now we're down to 2. Now back up to 4. Like, who hears me say, fuck Israel, fuck everything that has to do with that piece of shit cult, and they don't have an opinion one way or another? Okay. Hi again, Algo. Oh shit, I can't get through here. God. But I done forgot it about it. Don't worry, we'll figure something out.
This here's another one that said it's enough. Yo, friends, watch out, man.
You see that Ben Gvir is leading the way in their mock election that they're doing? And I always thought that the Israeli arrogance was what was going to bring Israel down. At least I hope that was what was going to happen. I hope that because they're such hateful, spiteful, arrogant people that, eventually all of the dickheads that are in a higher up position, we're going to get sick of not being the top dog, not having Bibi's place.
You can't vote
A Lotus. In the middle of this shit neighborhood. Triggers. Is it bootlickers?
The world of filming cops can often stop their behavior may seem strange to us. It seems
You guys see our new, we dropped 2 new videos. We dropped one for our cover song No More Heroes, which I actually really like that one. Of our newest covers, No Heroes, not No More Heroes. No Heroes is my new favorite. I really like that. Do we have any Borderlands fans here? This ain't no place for no hero. This ain't no place for no better man. And then we dropped a video for our newest song, which is No More Pities. That guy just broke the law. No more pities. I like No More Pities. What can I say? I'm a TBG fan. I don't listen to it like, oh, it's mine, it's mine. I listen to it like I'm a fan. Like, man, I'm so glad to hear somebody finally making sense in the songs. Not just putting out dumb nigga, shoot bullshit. No one in our society puts you in more danger than your average cop. Yeah, I can't wait for the next song. The next song's gonna be fucking great. Matt, what's up, dude? I told Charles he has to knock it out of the park on the next one. It can't be a fucking scary Charles song. It has to be a groove. It has to be something you can nod your head to. But Charles is taking this week off. It has to be fucking crazy. I always picture myself doing interviews about TG and whole thing. How interesting that would be.
There's a disgusting disease affecting us all, whether
Antiseptic.
big or small, short or tall, always skinny or fat.
I just want to cleanse the world. I'm proudly antiseptic.
You're under attack.
You guys are proudly antiseptic. I told you before, if you're in the car, you're listening to TBG.
While insisting we praise them for raising us to be racist, yet we only get saved when we pray to a sadist. I just want to change the world. I'm proudly antiseptic. Saving every boy and girl. I'm proudly antiseptic. It's time to go and break in that girl. Being proudly antiseptic. But I'm just a nut chasing the squirrel. Still I'm proudly antiseptic. Their sickness is sickening. It sickens our best. We wish for their christening, missing the checks that balance the breath, separating our unity. We're given bad breath from the sepsis we're spewing. We
Look at these clouds.
Congruently, using teeth as our symbol. Awkwardly using free dumb little sheets. Learning devils and free will both keep things.
It looks like you're standing on the bottom of the water, at the bottom, like you're on the ocean floor looking up. Oh my
I
God.
just want to change the world. I'm proudly antiseptic.
Look at that.
Saving every boy and girl. I'm proudly antiseptic. It's time to
If that's not natural, where are all the paintings
antiseptic. But I'm just a nut chasing the squirrel. Still I'm proudly antiseptic. Have the best idea for how to cure their cancer. And like onomatopoeia, Netanyahu's is the answer. If we capture all the dancers who filmed and watched the towers drop, we fracture some standards, cutting notches from the top to the bottoms of the plot, cropping every silly picture. So we ask the Christian props a simple question: is there a reason shouts and whispers seem to be ignored by Jesus? Palestinians are prisoners, and without me being facetious, I'm asking why it seems this shouldn't be so hard. Yet the gods you've never seen dip and dash when their petard is a crashing house of cards, and they're far from being safe. If their fresh stigmata scars canard starts and ends with faith, then why doesn't Jesus make a date and time to drop on by to see Netanyahu face to face, graciously saying hi, and maybe ask him why he lies every time he speaks, and with his chosen genocide, his tribe seems. I just want to cleanse. Saving every boy and girl, I'm proudly anti-Semitic. It's time to go straight to your curls, being proudly anti-Semitic. But I'm just a nut chasing a squirrel, still proudly anti-Semitic.
I just want to cleanse the world. I'm proudly anti-Semitic. Aren't you anti-Semitic too?
Yeah, I can't see where you're coming from, but I know just where you're running from. What matters ain't the who's baddest, but the ones who stop you from falling from your ladder when you're feeling like you're feeling and doing things just to please your crowd. When I love you, the way I love you, and suffer, but I'm gonna cut you, this ain't no place for no hero. This ain't no place for no better man. This ain't no place for no hero. This ain't no place for no hero. This ain't no place for no better man. This ain't no place for no hero.
Oh, yeah, isn't that weird?
Every time
It's this page. So on this page, they're less likely weird.
think about you and your mother giving up on asking why when you lie and cheat and you try to make a fool out of you. This ain't no place for no hero. This ain't no place for no better man. This ain't no place for no hero. Come on. This ain't no place for no hero. This ain't no place for no better man. This ain't no place for no hero.
So it is a sound like that on purpose? I doubt it. This idiot. Look at this. Crossing the line because they're fucking stupid. I don't know what I should say.
Select the state of non-tolerance while chewing the crab, the one that laughs last. We're not here to negotiate or complicate. Just make sure your exit's fast. The typewriter's not obsolete though, my friend. We're chasing the hands with no fury.
Karen was supposed to be on a TBG track. And I always figured she would be like accent to the track, right? Like the flute over lyrics. And shit. I thought that would be great. So she was working with a friend who ended up making the whole track. And then sent it over to Charles. And Charles was like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? And I was like, I don't know, you write it. You write the song, I'll record it, and we'll put it together. Turned out okay, I guess. Not necessarily my favorite, but good first effort.
Flipping the sides while staying on track, impossible task, keep arising. The shadow reveals the horrible past. One by one we're getting there, upside down and bent. Now when the fire eats our first breath, ascending finds the treasures
I just feel like the song takes away from
unravels, twisting, shouting, whistling. Heaven sent chance.
To me, the flute's supposed to be pretty.
The forgotten.
This isn't pretty. It's pretty.
Two kids on a boat. One left alone. The water keeps still. Not a sound. We're keen to decipher our future. Run, boy. Go. Turn around.
I never know what Charles' songs are about. See? Everybody left. Why'd everybody leave?
Has anyone holding a camera ever attacked a cop to justify their paranoia when you try to film their stop? Acting like they're Tony Danza, asking who's the boss on top of the 9 Goyim TO, hiding every call they drop. Since they always seem to flop, flipping out and acting foul. Yet filming lawlessness is not a reason for those dogs to growl. These pigs all Simon Cowell when you point out the X Factor, acting like you're buying vowels with their IOU disaster. It's unfortunate their master, baiting carefully crowded traps, pretending cops are being massacred by auditors fighting back, claiming anyone who asks for words explaining what the facts of the case they have. These actors sure that reining in attacks on their practices and packs that hide the cactus up their ass isn't good, and nothing should distract us from their past accomplishments and tasks. They should be proud to be unmasked, since no one hides their sense of pride when rounding up the math. This pig knows our right. This pig says that we have none. This pig always picks a fight when filming has begun. This pig lets us write while this pig pulls his gun. These pigs have no oversight, and cameras see the sun. And this little piggy went wee 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 all the way home. Ever watch
watch Cops on TV, the show that glorifies mistreatment? It's entertaining you and me, yet it's no lie or something secret that these cops love to beat the shit out of young black hood rat males. They're not even discreet with how these butt-crass lust prevails for busting up the sails of ships just passing in the night. They love to stuff the jails, jam-pack them gas who gets in fights. They suck you in that life, keep you tucked in tight. It's funny how they make their money fucking up your life, where you trust that they'll be nice when they're roughing up your wife. Then they call you names if you refrain from running for the knife and cutting them a slice of the bait car you're encased in. It's disgusting how they lie and parade how they're forsaken, yet not discussing why, since that way what gets taken by the judges on their side proves their affinity for bacon. But the camera takes the faith and questions off the uneven table. That's a drama situation cops only prove is made to be unstable. This pig knows I write. This pig says that we have none. This pig always picks a fight when filming has begun. This pig likes us right while this pig pulls his gun. These pigs have no oversight and can't see the sun. And some pigs went wee all the way home. I hate cops as much as they hate accountability. The blocks they always chop should show civilians just how willingly they call us the props, because villains for the killing we fall for every psyop while our tax dollars are given free so that no responsibility is seen by the enforcers. With qualified immunity and 6 whole months of courses, they decide who of us is really free, and if you happen to report it, they'll smite you like their Billy CL. You be so enormous that you won't see the shortness indicative of their chivalry. Compensating for their portion, their initiatives are the spilling tea, exposing their extortion. Their mission fits the misery, rowing the boat ashore since the symptoms of grand wizardry keep lowering the score with visions.
Be man enough to say it.
Showing nothing but their poor
people bundles of sticks
plant seeds that grow into an orchard.
YouTube sees through you,
we clearly
doesn't let you.
Every pig's recorded since the innocent don't fear rules.
You must be an Israeli piece of shit, though. Why are you hiding behind the Greek name?
This pig says that we have none. This pig always picks a fight when filming has begun. This pig likes us white while this pig pulls his gun. These pigs have no oversight and cameras see the sun. And there's some pig went wee all the way home. Until I start seeing these mysterious good cops out there arresting the bad cops, I'm gonna go ahead and say they're all bad cops. TBG. I'd like to make 6 million pizzas. How long do you think it would take? It's as ridiculous as pizza to think I could successfully make 6 million of anything. Fake stories are all that one has if they tell you that someone can bake 6 million of something. And look into their eyes while you ask for an answer to the simplest question. If the narrative's lost in the math, is the truth just the winner's invention? Making lies just another extension? Bridging the gaps of illusion? Keeping our class in detention ensures the constant state of confusion. The math just isn't mathing, so you're lying. You act just like you're grasping bottled lightning, while the last ones who are laughing push the pie thing, attacking anyone who's asking or denying. The pizza is the gate to the surprising, keeping you in faith while they're supplying The reason it's all fake, they're compromising. The math just doesn't master it, so they're lying. Let's just go by the numbers. Awaken from your slumber like mushrooms to a plumber. You need to grow up. You know you would like lumber. Choose wicked smart over dumber. The juice inside the tumbler puts the poison in the cup. But let's just get back to what I was trying to figure out. Their story's so corrupt, it should only lead to doubt. Since cooking a pizza takes about 5 minutes. So it's weird because 30 million minutes amounts to 57 friggin' years. The math just isn't mathing, so you're lying. You act just like you're grasping bottled lightning, while the last ones who are laughing push the pie thing, attacking anyone who's asking or denying. The pizza is the gate to the surprising, keeping you in faith while they're supplying. The reason it's all fake, they're compromising. The math just doesn't master it, so they're lying. So if I ended up succeeding with my 6 billion pizza goal, would you say it's lies or cheating if I said I'd pay the toll in just 4 years? Would you be cruel or would you worship every word? Is 4,000 plus pizzas per day a troll you'd wisely call absurd? Does 3 made every minute work in anyone's equation? Are you more or less assured you have the accurate information? If someone lies right to your face, then demands you give them favor, do you call it out as brazen? Or I don't know why anybody would think there's anything more going on here. Come on, it's just pizza and math. You know, whatever gates you go to get your answers, that's on me.
Oh, it's so good. It's just so good.
They try to make me join the jihad, and I said no. Tapes. Oh yeah, Diddy's gone completely wild. But where are the
What?
tapes? Israel's so
Huh?
disgustingly vile. But where are the Epstein tapes?
Wait, what?
They have you chasing your tail. Meanwhile, where are the friggin' Epstein tapes? ISIS hit Russia in typical style. But where are the Epstein tapes? The boat hit the bridge and fell into a pile. But where are the Epstein tapes? The churches molested another child. But where are the Epstein tapes? Boy in a state of denial. But where are the friggin' Epstein tapes? Everything's a conspiracy, at least by definition. So, mentioning the fear can seem to sheep like repetition, but keeping goy opinions in a constant state of confusion is how the weakest of us live in a place where they abuse and display so much amusement from telling us their truth. Then they say we need improvement when we rebel against their proof, but when we delve into the roots, we see the dye they used to mold, the hell they used to spoof us into soldiers to be told. The orders we behold as truth to be self-evident. But the more that we expose, the more useless that the president and all his goofy residents look to Goyim eyes. Their ruse is so irrelevant, their crooked, stupid eyes are like bookends to disguise both sides of their illusion. These Crooks who send their prize hide their true intrusion, hooked into our lives while compromising movement. They're hooking up the white, yet denying they still use it to supply the shitty music so the goy can sing along. The grand rising so elusive, it's annoying just how wrong we are in knowing we belong to such depravity is gross. Like drinking water from a bong, or like how gravity's a hoax. Since we all know different strokes make different people happy. The show we're shown only shows that ignorance we're masking is the last laugh, and they're laughing at the masses they've been smashing on the path to everlasting control of what we think. The classes that they're passing with the math they use while bashing the staff who they've been asking for the trolls to shut and bring the fold our lucky ring or whatever else we need for our golden touch to sting the selfish pricks who we believe help, but they deceive, bleeding the Goyim dry. The wealth that comes when we succeed is fleeting if we try to have a meeting in the sky with a God that doesn't care, while we keep repeating lines like we're crazy for our share. It's amazing how we spare the scared who always strike, but when our splits compare, we see the balls that no one likes, yet we all still recite our anthems like just keep falling from a flight of stairs that's made of clear materials, complete with a typical your fault story. Our serial feat ends with our Goyim glory. Trump is back on TV trial, but where are the Epstein tapes? Oh yeah, Jimmy's gone completely wild, but where are the Epstein tapes? Israel's so disgustingly vile, but where are the Epstein tapes? They have you chasing your tail.
Meanwhile,
Where are the friggin' Epstein tapes? ISIS hit Russia in typical style, but where are the Epstein tapes? The bomb fell into a pile, but where are the Epstein tapes? The churches molested another child, but where are the Epstein tapes? They have the goy in a state of denial, but where are the
dumb
friggin' Epstein
Goyim.
tapes?
If you're into this, it's always nice to see some help on your end. Oh, so what conspiracy are you falling for lately? What's the new one that has your attention? Because that's all it's ever about. Unless you're talking about Mishnah Nada, metzitzia, soul correction, they don't care what you're talking about. Talk about those things, that's when you get in trouble. And apparently talking about how Israel wouldn't exist without Rothschild. Like, knowing the history of Israel gets you in trouble. Like, if you look up, what does Goyim mean? You ask Google what Goyim means. It'll tell you that it's just a term that the Jews use to discuss, to talk about us. It's just a benign term, just whatever, it's nothing. But if we say it, then it becomes bad. And anybody who if you come across somebody that's saying it, you should report them. It's fucking nuts. Down like an embankment.
Something turned it into pavement, and it's obviously unfair that was there. He was only 8 years old, and since his briefcase disappeared, the story just they gave us
So the Franklin story is the Epstein story. It's just the precursor to it. And really, if you start, if you look at Epstein's rise to power, it pretty much began as the Franklin story concluded. Thinking about it, but Franklin was Lawrence King. And if I say Lawrence King, Larry King, you're like, oh shit, that's a Jewish guy. No, it's actually a black guy, supposedly. He was elevated to president of the Franklin Community Credit Franklin Community Credit Union, where Franklin Federal Community Credit Union, where he stole $38 million. But he also ran a pedo organization, and it went all the way up to the president. Like, it would be amazing if it happened today, you know, with all of the internet detectives out there, how different things might be. The room had so many elephants that the skeletons were all stunned. Come on now.
2 weeks later, they decided, never mind the missing evidence. So when Gary Cardone died, so did the story's relevance. They gave us gold.
But Gary Caradori was the lead investigator, and he had flown to Chicago. The thing is, if you try to look this up, you can't find the details. You have to be able to put it together. So the narrative is that his plane went down. He took his son to the MLB All-Star game that was held in Chicago that year, that day. So if you look that up, you find that that game was played on July 10th. And that means Gary Caradori died technically on the 11th, because it was like 2 a.m. when they say his plane went down. He was in a small 2-person plane. He was again, he's working for the FBI. He's the lead investigator into what is potentially the biggest story, the biggest case in the country at the time. The one that's connecting the leadership to a pedophile network. Sounds familiar, right? And so he took his son to the game because he happened to be going up to Chicago to collect some evidence. And according to the narrative, he had a briefcase full of actual pictures of guys like Lawrence King and what? And presumably the vice president, the president, all these people in compromising positions with little kids. And on the way home at 2 a.m, his plane just sort of fell apart midair, according to the narrative. They don't really understand why it fell apart midair. Now, reports say that it blew up, as if it was, I don't know, hit by a missile. But that's assuming that the government works in the capacity that we do and that we think it's capable of. To say it fell apart midair, maybe it was discombobulated. It was hit by a discombobulator that made it fall apart midair. I mean, you're the fool if you underestimate the United States government. If you underestimate the world system government. But what you doing there, Getty? What are you doing? So the plane fell apart, crashed, went down at like 2:30 a.m. Wasn't found until 6 or 6:30 a.m. supposedly. And it fell into a field, a farm field. So it's not like they had to look for it, but apparently it took another 4 hours before they found it. The wreckage was over a 3/4 of a mile stretch. And it was on fire. Everything was accounted for except for the briefcase. Funny enough, the briefcase was missing. And 2 weeks later, it wasn't like they went into they went into mourning, a mourning period, and they honored their fallen, compadre who died a horrific death with his son on board. 2 weeks later, the entire investigative unit just decided that is there a reason why these tomatoes are being kept? Oh no, these are long since, yeah. Shit, I forgot what I was saying. 2 weeks later, they decided everything was bunk. It was all just misunderstanding. There was no evidence, nothing. And they just shut everything down. Now, I can't remember. I was a young lad back then, but I'm assuming it didn't just go away like it was supposed to, because that trial, I mean, if we're talking about him dying on the 11th, and it was 2 weeks later, I mean, I'm talking about the 25th, somewhere in between, I think it was the 29th actually, was when the hearing took place, and they decided to end everything. And it didn't go away, so August 3rd, the Gulf War began. And once the Gulf War began, obviously nobody was talking about Franklin anymore, right? That we had to be gung-ho America, tie yellow ribbons around trees and shit. I was at my friend's house playing G.I. Joe. We never used to, like, it's weird to think about it, like having our G.I. Joes come up and be like, psh, psh, psh. That wasn't what we did. What we would do is we would set up our bases. We would each pick a corner of the house, corner of the apartment, and set up our bases, set up our guys, set up all of our equipment. And all right, this is mid setup, and my mom, really, it's like the only time I can ever remember my mom calling one of my friends' houses to get me. I don't even remember ever calling and being like, all right, you got to come home. I don't remember ever that happening, but she called me, and she was a little drunk, as she usually was at that time. She was like, we just went to war. And no matter how old you get, you'll always remember exactly what you were doing and where you were when you heard that we went to war. And it's funny because I don't remember any other times when we went to war. I mean, I don't know if do we even consider any other thing that we went to war since then? I don't know. I guess we kind of did, right? With the 9/11 nonsensory. God damn it. Yeah, we went to Gulf War. Gulf War was to protect the pedophiles. It was literally like, I mean, it's so crazy how similar it really is.
Sheldon and Miriam Adelson's Israel Beyond, Israel's number
Sheldon
one
and Miriam Adelson.
public
Absolutely. Eliminated. I'm off. Like, I don't mince my words here. I believe that anybody who partakes in the pedophile cult that practices metzitzia and Mishnah Nada 5:4, I think you should be eradicated. I don't. That cult needs to be destroyed immediately. Shit's only getting worse. And they're leading that charge.
How many of you have heard of Wyvern cards? If you haven't yet,
You're welcome.
the Tartaria narrative is so bizarre.
Yes, we have songs about Tartaria too.
We buy so much stupid they seldom tell us the real truth. about
We
it.
buy so much stupid they seldom tell us the truth. That's fucking great.
That the only things worth remembering are the files. Chewing the fat that they're rendering using the school books and the passages to turn us all into Goyim masochists who believe in devilish fairy tales. If they can make us into insincere savages, we won't see how we're clearly in jail. If you're gonna lie, big lies been supplied today.
It's only because it worked so well the first time. It always does.
Lies in the minds of the grid. Lies in the minds of
But it had lasting impacts. Like, I mean, how many of us in the truther side of things are like, Ted Gunderson, you don't know about Ted Gunderson? Ted Gunderson, former FBI chief Ted Gunderson. Bill Cooper's another one that lots of truthers love to rally behind and act like, oh, he was a good guy. Bill Cooper, William Cooper, he told you to believe in Jesus. Nobody that tells you to believe in Jesus is your friend. They're not good guys. You know? It's really strange to me. Something that's sort of associated with the Tartaria side of things is like, how did we go so long before people started asking those questions? I mean, my wife and I have been fascinated by it for a long time. My wife belongs to like a couple of different pages that just, show castles and stuff. And it's always like, how the fuck did they build that? Not only how did they build that, why is it still here? How did it survive so long? And every time I start talking about Tartaria and stuff like that, every time I start talking about these earth shape and vaccines and all of it, chemtrails, I know that those are distractions. I always feel stupid. The best distractions are the most necessary ones. Are the things that say the most. I mean, it's weird because I can debate with anybody about anything, but at the end of the day, I always have the one Trump argument that breaks everybody's shit. And it's always, how do you know? Whatever side you're arguing, whatever point you're trying to make,
and see the big
You know, where'd you get that from?
TG, baby.
You know, people don't want to think about that. They love to point out how the information somebody else has is compromised, but their information is real. And like Rathbone's really big on this. And I like Rathbone. I like the shit he produces. I think he's smart. I think he says a lot of good stuff. But so often is he's speaking from a very pompous position. But he, and it's because he knows in one of his big things is like, I read a lot of books. I read the books. It's never like I was like, who published the book? By all means, tell me about the publishing company that published that book. Time to break the chosen bones and call the Charlie Show the con that it isn't, since the bond with our oppressor is unbreakable. We need to see what's going on, and that our food's what keeps their table full. Erik. I just want to kirk all of our enemies with Ben Shapiro energy. The only thing that works is when we kirk the jerks and be the Goyim pride that we are meant to be. So back to Charlie's shirt and whatever that thing was. It's interesting. This song was written almost immediately after his death. And you're finally starting to see like everybody else come around. Right away, the thing, his shirt. I still don't know what the hell we saw with that. Is Charlie actually dead? That narrative makes no sense. Is Tyler Robinson one of these guys that I think he is that has zero social media footprint? That's possible. Our freedom of speech should be speaking its mind and saying Charlie can eat a bag of dicks from behind crosses no lines. He claimed Israel's blessed, and if they are divine, well then so is his death. I just want to kirk all of our enemies. I just, that whole narrative seems as manufactured as anything I've ever seen. It just doesn't, none of it seems real. Especially the immediate aftermath. The way that the system responded. Exactly 33 hours later. If I was in the system, I'd be like, hey, let's say like 33.5. Let's not just leave it at 33. Let's say 32 minutes and 45, 32 hours and 45 minutes. Let's do something. Let's not say 33 because that just doesn't look good for us. But the whole thing is just fake. People don't want to. The notion that Charlie was turning on Israel bugs the shit out of me. It's so crazy how narratives can just be hijacked and ran with. Manufactured Mart. I don't even know if what we saw was real. I mean, it's weird for me to it's like I don't have access to anything that you guys don't. You know, there's probably a lot of people that have seen a lot more shit than I have, but like you can clearly see the thing under his shirt and then the black spot on his shirt move up, go over, like perfectly straight. Or no, it moved all the way over, and then it went up. And then when it got here, the blood started pouring out. But you can clearly see it just goes, it moves, and then doesn't move naturally. CIA PSYOP, for sure. CIA, Mossad, you know, the system itself.
If you can prove God isn't working through me, then I'll believe it's real. From my woolly hair and big bronzy feet to my hatred of Israel, if you can pass over my meal, denying my confirmation, I swear to God, I will reveal my devilish condemnation. Just look at my beautiful face.
But people just love to ignore all of the pieces in the puzzle. Like there's no way, if you knew all the details to the Charlie situation, you would believe what you're told. Especially the Tyler Robinson shit. It's just as cheesy and stupid as the conversation between him and his lover, his trans lover. He was carving messages into the bullets. I mean, it's just so dumb. It's just so dumb. It's so insulting. But, you know, they're trying to appeal to the Charlie Kirk supporters, who also happen to be Trump supporters. And we all know that those aren't very smart people. It's always funny to me, too, how, like, the average Trump supporter says all the right things about, you know, Biden and just the system itself. The government is a big PSYOP operation against us, yada, yada, yada. But then when it comes to Trump, they're like, yeah, but Trump's different. How? How do you fall for that? It's just, it's goofy. I don't know. It's weird. It's just weird. It's like it's the same weird with everything. Whatever thing you believe in, it's like, oh, well, tell me why you believe in that. And you go, well, what about Biden? You know, like when you ask a Trump supporter why they're a Trump supporter, they're like, Biden smells. You ask a Christian why they're Christian, and they're like, Muslims are bad. What would the Muslim do? What you doing, Getty boy? My little Getty boy, playing in the Getty streets. What you gonna do when you grow up? Oh, she's good fall. It's so stupid to assume that everybody could just do that shit with no problem. Booger, I can't stand on one leg. Such a good song. Oh, you're under arrest.
This is about as petty as you'll ever hear TBG. And I love it.
This one has the biggest bass of all of our songs.
So Munson, like a kingpin who reveals his spider web conundrums, hide no doubts that never heal. Burning me like Bunsen, his puppet master deals keep the string pullers concealed, kneeling like slaves.
Have yourself a wonderful day. Pedophiles.
Like 20 times in a row in the spans of top DJ, giving me by the kinds of artists that